I'm the big LG Doc Gallows, and you're watching the Wrestling Junkies. Boom.
Going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. As always, I'm joined by the podcast dad, who's feeling quite festive today, as am I. How we doing, bud?
Ho, 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 ho. No, you've heard that before. Good, man. How are you doing? We back.
I'm fine. Thank you very much. And you know what? It's the holiday season. I'm feeling festive. It's good to see you. We didn't have an episode yesterday, and I think this is our only show of the week. So our chance to catch up ahead of Christmas here. How's podcast dad? How are things in the family household this year? What are your kids asking Santa for? Catch me up.
Yeah, no, we knocked out the first of 5 Christmases on Sunday. So yeah, it's a busy time here in this household. Maisie would like a small Barbie, so we're gonna make a small Barbie happen.
What's
she
it,
also
like a Polly Pocket kind of size, or
no idea.
No
idea. She just keeps going small Barbie. So Santa, I'll say, figured that out. And she also asked for Joe Hendry. So I don't know how we're gonna make that one work, but if you say his name, he might appear.
I like that. Yeah, it is always good to see you. Let's go to the chats here real quick. Fernando, always on time, and Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. Thank you for supporting us today and every year.
Celebrate.
Yeah, happy holidays to you, Nick. You can catch Nick's show on YouTube Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern. And we've also got Mr. OTM in the chats. Merry Chrysler to you. And he's got his ugly sweater on for tonight as well. So got me rocking the American Nightmare. So can't wait to see it. And Nick has suggested a Joe Hendry cameo might be something fun for Maisie.
Maybe. We'll see if Santa can pay for that, yes.
Okay. And Mr. OTM's also surprised you have 5 Christmases to go to this week. That's
5. Yes, we had, let's see. Yeah, one Sunday. We have my mom tomorrow, and then we have us Christmas morning, my dad Christmas night, and then her mom on Saturday. So, yeah, lots going on.
Busy bees in the podcast family. I like that.
Thank God for alcohol.
Said 3 isn't enough. He needs 5. I like where his head's at there. That's a deep cut there. Yeah.
Wow. Shout out Big E.
Yeah. Well, podcast dad, we have a massive show tonight that we need to get to. So without further ado, as always, you can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod, but please do us a huge favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. 553 subscribers. We got 8 days left in 2025. Let's see if we can get to 600. I'm feeling froggy. What's that magic number?
It's the giving season, so we're gonna make it 2. Tell 2 people. You guys are all going to your family gatherings and all. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and whatever you guys celebrate. Why don't you just throw it out there? Hey, have you guys ever heard of the Wrestling Junkies podcast? Like,
no.
Throw it out there. Show us some love.
Yes.
Make our Christmas even that much better.
Every family has one wrestling fan. If you were not that wrestling fan, then you usually have that in your family. So yeah, no, tell it just 2 people. That's all that we ask. Yes, exactly. We got a couple of those in my family as well. So we've been sharing the word of the Wrestling Junkies, but also show some love to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net on all social media platforms. If you love great live podcasts, blogs, trivia, just fucking awesome wrestling content, we have it. So go show some love to the crew. Shout out to Great Brown Hope. He did do a main event mixer this past weekend covering AAA. I still need to watch that show as far as the actual event itself. But Great Brown Hope always does a fantastic job with everything AAA related. Podcast dad, I feel like there's one more that I was going to hit, but I'm sure that there's a ticker message for it. But without further ado, I think it's time to talk about what we're really here for. And that is for Progress Wrestling Unboxing 8 is coming up this Saturday. And that's the beauty of the show. No card, no spoilers, we have no idea what is going to be happening this weekend. And, it's both easy and difficult to prepare for a preview show like this. because again, we have no idea what the fuck to expect. So when I told you that we were going to preview a show that has no card, nothing advertised, what first went through your mind?
Excited. I'm excited because you don't know what's going to happen. And it's quite bold of Progress to put on a show like this, right? You are selling a show. And usually when you sell a show, it's come see this card. Come see all the names that we have on this card. And if you are buying a ticket to the show and you will be at the show, you have no idea what's happening. And that is unique. It's risky. It's bold. I'm into it because that's kind of what Progress does, right? They push those limits, and usually, I say usually, all the time, Progress cards hit, right?
Yes.
The matchups are always good. This one, I'm excited to see what happens. I want to sit down. I'm going to have the fire going in the basement. The chestnuts are going to be roasting. The eggnog's going to be flowing, and I'm going to watch this.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this show is so secretive. I mean, Progress usually have a meet and greet of some kind before every event that they do. Even the meet and greet has not been announced in advance of this. I mean, so they're keeping this, all to the best here. And I did get a chance to talk to Tate Mayfairs about whether he would be involved in the event this weekend. Of course, he no-sold me and didn't want to tell me if he may or may not be. But as far as I know, when I talked to him, he was in Mexico City yesterday. That much I can tell you.
Okay, well, planes exist.
They do. I'm not saying that they don't. And Tate's got a lick to get back because last month he did challenge man like Darius at Vendetta 3 for the Progress Men's World Championship and came up just short. I mean, I think this was the third time these three gone at it this year. Every single match has been for a championship. Tate had the 2-0 lead. And as you see Mr. Ramsey walk in here. Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Hugo.
Yeah, we have we had a lot to discuss, and he's going to get into not only his thoughts about that match, Progress unboxing as well. But let's just travel back in time a little bit, Podcast Dad, because I had the chance to watch the best of unboxing on Hooked on Wrestling TV. You can give them a follow at HO Wrestling UK on X. And I got to say, some of the stuff that I saw in unboxings of previous years have me really, really excited for what we might see this weekend. There's championship matches, there are debuts, there's surprises. First one I want to talk about that really comes to mind for me, Jordan Grace making her Progress debut to challenge Ginny for the Progress Women's World Championship. It's so crazy to see Jordan Grace in WWE now and what she was doing, in TNA and on the Indies, kind of in that late 20 teens of sorts, and this was I believe her Progress debut here, and Jenny ain't nobody to fuck with, but stood right in her face and kicked her ass, and I love watching it.
Such a weird thing to say, the 20 teens. I never really thought about that. God, I'm old. It was I think it was Jordan Grace's Progress debut, and that's again that kind of talks about what this card could potentially be. You could see a Jordan Grace-like figure show up. And at the time, that's exciting. And she's a young up-and-comer. Look what she's doing now. You know what I mean? Like, some of the names on the card that have been in the past, like Anelia Dragunov, Kyle Fletcher, Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, like huge names now. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, please come back to us. But so much surprises, so much talent. And if you look at the Progress roster now, like there's a lot of talent on this roster.
Yeah.
And you're going to throw in the mix of potential surprises, potential people we haven't seen before, potential matchups we've never seen before. We could see, tag team partners going one-on-one. We could see, weird tag team matchups. It's one of those things where it's just, you don't know what's going to happen. And like you said, they're being so secretive about it. I think that makes it so exciting and so attractive as a card to go, I'm going to sit down and see what these guys have up their sleeves, because at this point, they know what they're doing with this event. They've done it a few times now. So I want to see what this is. I'm excited. I really, really am.
I mean, we've talked friends to foes here. The first one comes to mind to me. We had Axel Tischer taking on Big Damo, formerly known as Killian Dane, for the Atlas Championship a couple of years back, and they had no idea this match was taking place until they got to the ring and assumed this was a tag team match. I mean, when you have that comfort with a tag team partner, and next thing you know that they're your opponent, and you don't know that I love that intrigue, and you can tell in their pacing, their style. It is we're friends. I want to kick your ass and take your title, but we're still friends at the end of the day. I mean, I love that energy.
Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think one of the holders of a Progress champion currently is an award-winning actor.
He is. Paul Walter Hauser.
That's another one that could show up, you know what I mean? And he could. We don't know.
Hopefully he comes with an Emmy.
But he could. Like, that's the thing. And Simon Miller can show up. Crowley can show up.
I hope so. He's been having a hell of a couple of months here.
I think he's a little angry at me.
I wonder why.
You can show up too. It's okay. Don't. What? I just because I'm being who I am, and I picked against him. I've been right a lot. A lot.
Not saying you haven't.
Don't say I haven't been. I've been right a lot, and I don't want to hear anything from you. It's just exciting. I can't say it enough. It's something that is so unique in wrestling now, because you look at the bigger companies like a WWE and AEW. I don't know if they can pull this off, right? With how big their market is.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could do this. You're really, really testing, the loyalty of your fans. And I don't think there's any test here. Like, they're going to show up. They have us very clearly. We're going to show up and be there. It's such a cool and unique event. I can't keep saying that enough. And like you said, look at the past. Tag team partners going against each other. We could see, men and women going against each other. It's just, it's anything can happen, and it probably will happen. You can see different types of matches. You can see anything. And it's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and the big things coming out of Vendetta 3 last month, the return of Spike Trivet, which turned a lot of fucking heads. If you've not watched any of his best stuff on Hooked on Wrestling UK, do yourselves a favor and get yourself acquainted, because that is a dude that's going to fuck some shit up going into 2026. And then we also saw Cara Noir shoot his shot at man like Doris. He wants his world title back. And I mean, these are, again, when we're seeing kind of how these shows ended last month and kind of what we're going into, where there is no card, no spoilers, no nothing, like anything can happen. And these were two very unique and very volatile personalities that made their presence known in big ways last month. And I guarantee that they're going to do it again.
And you look at some of the free agents out there, and that's something really cool. We've already seen a Shotzi Blackheart in Progress. We've seen that before. Fingers crossed. I didn't do that on purpose. Maybe we see something like that. But another one, and she knows her. She knows. She has my heart. Nina. If there's any a time to show back up, please do this for me. Merry Christmas to me.
I personally would like to see the new IWTV World Champion Bear Bronson make his Progress debut.
Yeah. So many names out there. Yeah. So many names out there. A lot of people we've talked to that I'd love to see on this show. The opportunity's there though. It really, really is. And again, you talk about it. Some of the names that have been on this show before, and some of the names that we've seen. Pretty sure Ricky Saints just popped up at an independent.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
If you have connections to Progress, it's not out of the question. It's not out of the question. I don't know. Like, that's the part. Like, we're sitting here trying to preview this. I don't know. Yeah. Eric doesn't know. It is very tight-lipped. We don't know. We're just throwing things out. So if you're going to yell at us, but you're going to have to watch. you're gonna have to watch.
I mean, that's true. I mean, podcast that what I do know is that when it comes to unboxing, there's no shortage of incredible moments, matches, memories, and I mean, I had the opportunity to talk to Tate Mayfairs, who again came up just short this past weekend when it comes to, or this past month, excuse me, when it comes to the Progress Men's World Championship. But he was gracious enough, as he's sitting in Mexico City and enjoying the warm weather, the son of a bitch, to talk to me a little bit about his memories of unboxing. I know, but it's still Cincinnati. So without further ado, let's take a look. I am British wrestling. He's a Progress standout, a champion across, a man who has represented the UK on some of the biggest independent wrestling stages around the world. You last saw him here on the Progress, our last Progress PV show. He was chasing the Progress Men's World Championship against one of the most prolific competitors in the UK, man like Darius. Tonight, with no spoilers and no idea of what's going to happen at unboxing this weekend, we're stepping back into the ring to talk about the tradition of unboxing, the legacy it carries, and what's next for Tate Mayfairs in 2026. This is a wide-ranging conversation about history, passion, and what it means to walk into Progress as in one of their most unpredictable nights of the year. Please welcome back to the show, Tate Mayfairs. Tate, how are you, man?
I'm very good. What an intro, an interesting concept. And yeah, pleasure to be back here, man. I'm just chilling here in Mexico. It's been here since the 5th of December. So I've started to become almost like a native, you know. I've seeped into the fabric of Mexico.
Yeah, no. So what's been some of the, I know we're going to talk about the in-ring action here in a little bit, but tell us a little bit about just from the tourist perspective of getting to enjoy the city.
Oh, yeah, good point. I mean, thankfully as well with the wrestling, I've got to travel around a few different areas in Mexico too. So I haven't just been here in Mexico City. I've been out in Monterrey, Puebla, Pachuca. There's a couple of others as well, which escape me to remember the names. But it's been awesome, mate. The food is incredible. It's not like at home Mexican food or in the States Mexican. The food is a whole other level. It's beautiful, bro. There's just random people who walk the street with a violin and a guitar and be playing music or fire dancing in the middle of the road. And it takes a second, but yeah, you get used to it. It's good.
That's my kind of time for sure. And hopefully one of these days I'll add some stamps to my passport. But let's talk unboxing here, Tate. It's unlike any other Progress show. No card, no spoilers. Pure chaos. So I want to get your perspective of this as a Progress wrestler. When you hear unboxing, what emotions or expectations come to mind for you?
Well, I mean, there's been so many years of it too, right? And wrestling evolves over time. I remember when before I was wrestling on the shows, it's no secret that I was like heavily involved in the behind the scenes and the production and putting together the show, you know. And that come from work myself up like Scarface to the top, you know. And I remember in those days it was always like we would know some things, and then other times there's some things we didn't know, and there were surprises to even everyone on the inner circle. And it's exciting, isn't it? It's a very different concept with the other shows all around in wrestling and with Progress all around the world. You go around the year, you have the matches and you're excited for them and what's going to happen with the outcome. This time it's like, yo, what's going to happen entirely? Who's going to be there? How's it's going to play down? And then over the years, I've been those surprises too.
So how different is preparing for a show like unboxing compared to a standard chapter, you know, where people know their opponents weeks in advance?
Well, I could tell you firsthand. I came to the ring. Was it my first unboxing? You have to forgive me. I am still a professional wrestler, so I do get knocked about a bit. The other people get knocked about worse, but my memory isn't always the clearest. But I think it might have been my first unboxing as a competitor. yeah, that I came to the ring. I had been dealing with a certain. No, let me say it the other way around. Yeah, no, I spent the whole year having a problem with Simon Miller. Simon Miller was the ring announcer. Okay, and he couldn't, for the life of him, whether it was his own inability as a human being to speak and to have a good memory, or whether it was intentionally done to get under my skin, he couldn't say my full moniker, the greatest professional wrestler to ever walk planet Earth. It's not hard. When you look at me, that's exactly what you see. Admittedly, there's also quite a lot of words there, and you got a busy day, whatever. He wouldn't get it right. And I had a lot of problems with him, and I had a lot of problems with him for years prior to this situation at Progress. It's been happening all year. I've been roughing him up a little bit. I've been giving him stick. I come to the ring at unboxing. I know that I've got to fight. I don't know who. I don't know against who. I don't know against how many. I don't know what the stipulation is. I'm just here. And they go, right, look to the screen. Here's your opponent. Look to the screen. All of a sudden, there's this video package, and then Simon Miller's music starts playing. And I turn around. Simon Miller had been dressed as an elf, and he had been doing the ring announcing all night long. And I turn around, he rips himself out of this elf costume, spears me, and then we fight. And yeah, I did not see that coming for sure. As far as surprises go, that was definitely a big one.
I like it. I like it.
Do you?
I mean,
I hate it.
I know, but at the time with what Simon was doing as a ring announcer, to have that little surprise come up, especially this time of year, it just, I don't know. There's something about those moments that just that surprise that can be provoked, especially at the end of a long year of great wrestling, to kind of see something that, again, because unboxing is truly unexpected, to see that just, I don't know. I can't help but put a smile on my face. I know that you feel otherwise, but the fan in me is grinning a little bit.
I want to know how he managed to pull it off, that he still had his wrestling boots underneath and his whole wrestling gear under this thing. And somehow, like, no one spotted it, no one noticed it. Like, he managed to keep that under the wrap pretty good the whole night long. So he had these clown shoes, not clown, like elf like shoes on. Yeah. Like with the pointy toes and everything. Yeah. I thought there's no way it's Simon. Like, he isn't. It was the last person I thought it was. And then that started his in-ring career at Progress, and me and him went on to many fights and bloodshed, and now look, he's he's held the Proteus title. He's done many things.
Yeah, and I mean, over the years, unboxing has been a stage for some incredible performances. I mean, we're talking Ilya Dragunov, Kyle Fletcher, Tyler Bate, and Pete Dunne probably put on one of the best matches in unboxing history at this event. Jordan Grace, Ginny. I mean, when you hear this list, what stands out to you?
Well, the one that, as you were saying it, I'm so glad you said that, is Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. That match was phenomenal, and I'm glad you lifted it. And in retrospect, you mentioned those names and having a match. You're like, of course, that was incredible. But I'll be honest, I was in the building at the time, and there was a small section of crowd who were being like trying to be too cool for their own good, rather than enjoying what they had in front of them. I think there was, I might be wrong, like I say, but I seem to recall that there was like some people silently protesting the fact that they had both signed with WWE and were going on other things. So I'm thinking, how stupid of you all to, it wasn't the whole crowd, don't get me wrong, but I just remember like, how stupid of you to stunt your own enjoyment of world-class professional wrestling because you're jealous that this is the last time you get to watch them wrestle. Why don't you enjoy it? You know what I mean? Why don't you enjoy it? and they're going to go and make some good money and raise families and have good lives, so whatever. Yeah. But it was an incredible match, and I'm glad that, now everyone can look at that and go, wow, these two, incredible. And who knows? Yeah. We've seen Pete show up at OTT and show up at Riot Cabaret like this year, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Former Progress World Champion. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, that's what's so, and I agree with you on this point of, these are opportunities for people to, not only better themselves in their craft, but like you said, opportunity to provide for their families. This is, what a lot of people aspire to is to, eventually be signed by WWE. And, that's not to take away from the history that somebody may have with Progress or the work that they have done to hone their craft, improve, and learn to work a crowd, because Progress is one of the most unique crowds I think that I've ever witnessed as a wrestling fan, that, especially on a night like unboxing. I mean, it's because it is in that spirit of, it's the end of the year tradition, gift giving. It's like they gave you the gift of one of the best matches in the history of this event. Like, how could you not just sit back and just have holy shit moments over and over and over and over?
For real. I don't say this to be like a negative Nancy, as they say, but I'm just saying, like, think of it this way. When it comes to Christmas and you open these presents, you don't know what you're going to get. Don't be ungrateful, because it might turn out this is some of the best, you got one of the best presents of everyone at Christmas, Yeah. So like when you're unboxing this year, next year, as the years to go on, God bless it. When you get that present, like, really think about what you got and really enjoy the moment of being there,
Yeah, 1,000%. Now, Tate, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about this, because the last time that you and I had a conversation before a Progress show, you were going up against Man Like Darius for the Progress Men's World Championship. Walked in with a 2-0 record against him, but he retained in what was probably one of Progress's best matches of the year. So let's just talk about this here. What does that match mean to you as we look back at 2025? Because, I mean, he's been one of your greatest rivals all year.
That's true, dude. Yeah. Didn't get the result I wanted, that's for sure. He's on a strong path at Progress, that's for sure. Sometimes it gets like that. I mean, it's hard to understand if you're a fan of sports, or you're a fan of professional wrestling. You see this happen in places. You see that, like, competitors in certain buildings for certain promotions, they perform different, Yeah. You've seen football teams or soccer teams, at their home ground have excellent, like, records, and then they go away and they're bad, or vice versa. Yeah. Same thing happens in wrestling all the time. Something about Darius at Progress, particularly Electric Ballroom, where he won Super Strong Style. He's just he's in that groove right now, and he's hard to beat. Damn it, he's hard to beat. I mean, like I said, I've beat him twice this year alone, with championships on the line. 2 of my championships, beat him twice. Wrestled him in front of Chelsea Football Club as well. Gouged his eyes out, sparked him, which got onto Sky Sports and did the rounds around TV. But in the Electric Ballroom, that given night, yeah, he caught me, and it was close. It was right up to the wire. I'm frustrated, but I got to give him his credit, as you saw at the end of the match. Like, people thought when I snatched the belts, I don't know if you saw, I snatched the belts at the end. People thought, oh, here we go. It's old Tate again. Here we go.
Yeah.
But it's just, when you're filled with passion, I just wanted to let him know at that moment that I respected what he did that night. And that I wanted to, and that even though I had beat him twice this year, retained my championships, that I saw him on this night, and that I like accept that loss, and I crown you champion at this promotion in this building on this night. You know, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, people don't always trust me, and I understand. I've got a track record, a bit unpredictable. So
can't I can't argue with that. You know, it's I've definitely heard and seen a lot of that about Tate Mayfairs before you and I actually got to know each other this year. But I got to ask you, I mean, when you look back at that match, and you've obviously been in Mexico since then and representing TNT and having incredible matches over there as well. Did that loss to Darius change anything about how you approach these big matches and these opportunities, especially, again, knowing that you're going to do a tour of Mexico? You've got a title to defend. I mean, can a loss like that still feel like a step forward?
Now you're asking the real questions. It's not an easy life. It's not an easy life. Your money depends on wins and losses. Yeah, you get paid regardless. You get paid a lot more if you win. You get paid a lot more if you have a championship. Your rankings go up. Your money goes up. The merch goes up. I've made a career out of being a bad guy. I made a career out of being disliked. I've made a lot of money. I've traveled around the world, 4 continents, 17 countries, by being feared, revered, disliked. And I've kind of grown a bit of a thick skin to it. If I get heat on Twitter, if I get fans spit at me, I've been spat on, I've been punched, I've been kicked, I've had water bottles thrown over me, I've had rubbish thrown at me. I've had a guy try and literally throw me off a balcony. I've had people swing punches at me. I've had the lot. I've had death threats. And you know what? It gets to a certain point where your skin gets so thick that it's amusing, and it doesn't. It's like water off a duck's back, they say.
Yeah,
it does not affect me. So for better or worse, I've become immune to it. It's just I myself. There's something in my heart that's changed, where I want to be a better person. For me and for the future life that I'm going to continue to build. And it is nice. Like I said, the negative now doesn't really affect me, but it is nice when I've had being told, hey, we love you, we see you, we support you, we want you to win. I like that too. The results have been mixed. This year, 2025, we've had mixed results, let's say. I won the hearts of the fans at the beginning of the year for Progress Wrestling. And I went into that title match. And I got screwed over by Eddie. I mean, it was a complicated thing, but Eddie Dennis was at ringside. He kind of introduced the knuckles, and Luke got hold of them, smashed me. That was the end of that shot. Being a fan favorite, being everybody's number 1 pick to win Strong Style, and trying to play by the rules didn't work out for me. One of the most disappointing nights of my entire career, and one of the most shocking nights, as it was voted online recently in Progress Wrestling this whole year. I went out in round 1, even being the number 1 pick for everyone to win. Guess who won? Darius. And then I wasn't much around. I wrestled Adam Maxted. I beat him. Mm-hmm. And then I beat former champion Lycos in Manchester. And then I came and I thought, right, here it is. Here it is. I'm doing things the right way now. People support me. People want me. But you know what? They cheer just as loud, maybe louder, for Darius. They were trying both of these guys. They weren't saying, let's go Tate. They were, but they were saying, let's go both of these guys. And in the end, I got right up to the wire, I got caught out. Now, if I'm looking at me and I'm looking at my money, what would you do? Do you think it's a success?
And I've only known you for a short time, but you know, the success is a factor, sure, but your mindset has also been something that stands out to me, and the way that, like you said, you let things roll off of your back as far as, you know, interactions with fans. You know, you were the only person that has ever been on this show that has said, in the same calendar year, I have been left at the altar, gotten married, and then also shot. Yeah. So if you can deal with any of those three things, anything else in this profession that you so very clearly love, again, water off a duck's back. I mean, the fact that you can kind of take these moments, which have, you know, created the shift in how you interact with others in your profession, because, you know, to borrow a word from Charles Crowley, you've been a bit of a twat. You know, I think a lot of people would say that. But that's not the guy that I've seen here. I've seen a guy that has been introspective, very forthcoming about what life has handed to him and what he has handed to life, as far as how he has treated other people and how these shifts and these changes and these life events affect how he carries himself going forward. And that's the guy that, again, rooted for Super Strong South 16. That's the guy I rooted for to hopefully beat Dries for the men's world title. Didn't happen, and that's okay, but look at where you are now. Mexico City, defending the TNT heavyweight championship all over the world. You are still continuing to be that name in British wrestling that turns heads. And here you are, unboxing, last show of the year, last opportunity. You don't know what you're walking into. I don't even know if you're actually going to be in the damn building this weekend. I'm all kinds of curious, but I know that you're not going to tell me this. But unboxing is looming. No one knows what's coming. And this can be seen as three things at once for you: a reset point, a statement night, and a launch pad into 2026.
It's true. It's very true. You got a good sell on it. It's only a 12-hour flight. And obviously, I'm contractually obliged not to let anything slip about anything regarding the show.
I know you are.
And I only know about me. I can't tell you about anyone else. But yeah, you never know. But as you can kind of mention, like 2026, you kind of mentioned this thing. What does it hold? How do I stand? What do I move? And I'll be honest with you. I'll be 100% honest with you right now, because I appreciate you. And it is that I don't know. I don't know where I stand. If anything, for the first time, I'm at war. I don't even know. I am at war with myself. I think my biggest opponent right now is Tate Mayfairs. How do I continue in this world? I want to be loved. I want to be the champ. I want to be known forever as the greatest professional wrestler to ever walk planet Earth. And a lot of times I win and I succeed and I travel around the world and I continue to be the standout in British professional wrestling and known as the greatest professional wrestler to walk planet Earth. The reason why people see me and say Tateness is greatness. This is all true. But the means to doing that, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I don't know for how long I just need that Progress Wrestling World Championship. I just need it. I need it. Not just for a career accolade, but for, you know, the fact that then everyone else will be able to like see that. And the money. We always need more money. You know? So, I don't know. The biggest war. Maybe at unboxing, I'll be fighting myself. Maybe they're going to clone me, and I'll be fighting me. We shall see.
To all of the fans that may be just signing up for Hooked on Wrestling ahead of unboxing this weekend, what should they expect?
Well, yeah, I mean, this time they did want, like, anything's open, right? Anything is open. We mentioned me and Simon Miller and how, you know, the first one went down where he ripped himself out of the announcer for the night, and he ripped himself out of an elf costume and speared me, and it got into a fight, which I beat him, by the way. Undefeated against Simon Miller, for the record. The following year, him and I had the only ever announced match for unboxing, perhaps in all of unboxing history. So this one was they got to open the presents early, and they knew for a fact they were going to get in Tate Mayfairs versus Simon Miller in a street fight. And that's one of the only times we've broke the rule. It was for that match. And that's an all-timer. But I don't think they've done that before or since. They definitely hadn't done it before. I don't think they've ever done it since. And so with that in mind, anything can happen. Anything at all could happen. We've got champions, but we've also got wrestlers from AEW, WWE, that are now able to turn up at promotions. We mentioned Pete. We've seen him in the UK in 2025. There's incredible wrestlers. I've been wrestling around the world. I've been doing a lot of stuff in Europe. There's incredible wrestlers out in Europe who are on the precipice of breaking through or already have broken through. And this could be a great opportunity for them. There's many fans who maybe only watch just Progress Wrestling or just watch British Wrestling or casually participating in it. But this might be an opportunity to unbox a new wrestler you've never heard of before. That maybe isn't a big known superstar, but you open this up and go, oh my God, look at this. Look at this guy. Yeah. This girl. I wouldn't be surprised if a championship changes as well.
Okay.
Is that kind of unpredictability when you don't know when you're a champion and you don't know what's coming down the pipeline, but the other guy does, the other girl does. That's all of a sudden that championship advantage goes way out the window. Yeah, a night like that, a lot can happen.
Well, Tate, it's always a pleasure. Best of luck at unboxing if you're there. Again, I don't want to know one way or the other. But wherever wrestling takes you in 2026, I'll be seated.
You got enough cash? Maybe I'll let something slip offline. Okay. But for now, it's great. I've been out here in Mexico a couple of weeks, almost a month now. And I've been defending the title around the whole of Mexico, eating great food, beating up all these luchadors, nearly stole a geezer's mask. Unfortunately, they haven't taken too kindly to me out here as well. I've had one guy try to jump me, people throwing rubbish at me, but the women love me. I gotta say, El Rey del Mundo is a hit with the Latinas. Let me tell you. But I'm spoken for, so they all just get their photo and get on their way. So this is what it is. But the fans out here are great, I will say.
Well, Tate, it is always a pleasure to catch up with you. And again, if you're there this weekend, can't wait to see it. But I'm ready to see what you do in 2026, my friend.
God bless. I look forward to it, everybody. Check it out, Hooked on TV, Hooked on Wrestling TV, Progress Wrestling. Check out TNT Wrestling, the real #1 world heavyweight champion in the world right here. And stay tuned to this channel too. A great podcast. Until then, tell the world how great I am. Woo-hoo.
Tateness is greatness. Back to you, boys. Well, he had a lot to say.
Say a lot to digest there.
What stands out to you the most?
The food in Mexico is very good.
Yes, you did meet the podcast mom in Mexico, so I had a feeling that's where this was gonna go.
No,
seriously, look.
I think it was as unpredictable as, right? If I could say that word. A title can change hands, and he said that. Being a champion, he knows how that feels. He knows what prepping is. If you're holding a championship, you better hope your name is not called because you have no idea what's going to happen.
Yep.
And that's a tough spot to be in. So I think that's my biggest takeaway is if you're a champion, good luck.
Pretty much. I mean, no spoilers, no card. We're going to see what happens this coming Sunday. Tickets are still available now, but also sign up for Hooked on Wrestling UK if you want to check this out. we're going to be seated. That's one thing I love about the UK shows is that they kick off right about 10 a.m. here in the States. So, you can still enjoy some brunch and still enjoy a nice leisurely morning before the chaos of football hits. So I'm ready, man.
Well, I mean, not for you.
I still have a fantasy title that I'm fighting for this week. Okay. The Bengals, yes, they've let me down. Of course. Fourth down in kitchen. All right.
Best game all year last week after they were eliminated. So, hey, next year.
You've been riding to skid your fucking self, and now you want to talk some shit? Okay.
I'm just saying, the Eagles, NFC East champions. No big deal. First time in 20 years, back-to-back champions.
Can't wait to see what happens when they have to go up against either the Rams or the Seahawks.
So they beat the Rams earlier this season. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that.
Okay. Bring
it's a
Sam
different
Darnold.
Rams team than there was.
Bring Sam Darnold. Oh no. Have you seen Jalen Hurts in the playoffs?
Clip this.
Have you seen Jalen Hurts in the playoffs? It's a different animal. Hey, just get to the dance. Something you don't know about.
I did that one time, but that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you to everybody that joined us this evening. As always, X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel podcast. That would normally get this line, but it's pissing me off. Just tell 2 people this holiday season if you're liking what we're doing with the Wrestling Junkies podcast. This is going to be it for us this week. So Merry Christmas to everybody that celebrates. Happy holidays to everyone. We will be back next week. Our first episode will be our year-end awards, which are really just going to be us talking about 2025 as a whole, since we did not put out any ballots categories or anything of that nature. So we're just going to talk about the year in review.
There's still time. We can do it this weekend. Guys, stay tuned to the Junkies X account.
I'm going to let you run point on that then.
You know we do what on that?
Yep, that's what I thought. So that's the podcast. I am Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Thank you so much to everybody. We appreciate everything that you do. Until Monday, enjoy those grabs. Good show.